It's like your phone died, man. This shit is irritating, boy. You always do that shit. But yeah, even with all those variables, the birth rate was still in the positive, man. All right. So all these nations played big roles, small roles in the downfall and the continued destruction of our people. Hey, it's gonna be their turn. All right. That this can't apply to those people. They've been on top since the Renaissance. Renaissance mean rebirth. The rebirth of what? Their rulership. Has the world been better since they've been ruling? No. People are more sad and depressed than ever before. It says, and they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. Verse 17, for I will restore health unto thee. See, they took health from us. All right, they keep us poisoned. And I will heal thee of thy wounds, said Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, because they called thee an outcast, saying, this is Zion, whom no man seeketh after. Yeah, don't nobody seek it after us. We considered outcasts. We're a reproach of the world. Ain't nobody saying restore those people. The BAL, how you spell that guy name? Balfour. The Balfour Declaration supposedly restored y'all. And America, with all the aid that they give y'all, all right, keeps you restored. I think what's the estimate? Every single individual over there receives like 15 to 20,000 in aid from America. Like when you do it individually, it might be more. So you don't. Let's just imagine not having to pay taxes and not having to work, and you just getting 15, 20 G's a year. You got 15 and 20 G's a year to play with. So you can start up a business, fail, try again next year. Try again next year. See? So let me go back to the article. But as Stephen Sizer points out in his definitive critique, Christian Zionism, Roadmap to Armageddon, the promise when referred to Abraham's descendants speaks of the Most High blessing them, not of entire nations blessing Hebrew nations, still less the contemporary and secular state of IS. Well, no, because all the nations are going to bless us with their, because the word bless mean basically bow or bend the knee. They're going to bow, bend the knee. And when you bow and bend the knee, what do you see when you see people come bend the knee? They come bring gifts. So whatever they land got to offer, they going to bring it. Cinnamon, spice, turmeric, whatever. Notwithstanding this more orthodox reading, the New Schofield Study Bible, published by Oxford University Press in 1984, intensified Schofield's interpretation by adding, for a nation to commit the sin of see, you see this? So it says, for a nation to commit the sin of anti-S brings inevitable judgment. So you got these written in the commentary, and then you got this ideal, you got this notion enforced throughout different sects of society. Even in the media, I was reading something today, CNN, which is supposed to be, right, supposedly supposed to be a respectable source, blah, 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 right? Supposed to be non-biased, just information. No. When they report on dealings in that land regarding those people look at it first and they decide yay or nay. So that's not unbiased. So all the information that the average person get is it's for them people. But now, we at the end of the world, what Daniel says, what knowledge shall increase. By way of the internet, knowledge has increased and people have options. All right. And that's what's happening. People got options and to get various news, different news. All right. And when you look at those other news, they're recording it. You can see for yourself. You can see it. So their lies are being dismantled. All right. What's that saying? A house of cards. You know how you build a house full of cards? It only gonna last for so long. It be pretty when it's built. But when it falls, it's a mess. And that's where we at now. It says, sustained by a dubious exegesis of selective biblical texts, Sizer concludes, Christian Zionism, particularly reading of history and contemporary events, sets Israel and the J people apart from other peoples in the Middle East. It justifies the endemic racism intrinsic to Z, exacerbates tensions between J's and P's, and undermines attempts to find a peaceful resolution of the PI conflict, all because the Bible tells them so. See, the commentary. And look, man, everybody racist. All right. That means you're for your race. And regardless, ain't no peaceful conflict because that ain't neither one of y'all land anyway. All right. That's our land. In his 2008 book, The Rise of Israel, A History of a Revolutionary State, Jonathan R. Adelman describes the crucial support Israel receives from Christian fundamentalists as totally fortuitous. That assertion is belied, however, by the incredible career of the man who wrote the Bible of Fundamentalism. 2 years after Schofield's report conversion to Christianity in 1879, the Atchison Patriot was less than impressed, describing, well, let me see. Others have been more explicit about the nature of Schofield's service to the Zionist agenda. In Unjust War Theory, Christian Zionism and the Road to Jerusalem, Professor David W. Lutz writes, Untermeyer used Schofield, a Kansas City lawyer with no formal training in theology, to inject Z ideas into American Protestantism. Untermeyer and other wealthy and influential Z's whom he introduced to Schofield promoted and funded the latter's career, including traveling to Europe. On one of these European trips, Oxford University press publisher Henry Froude expressed immediate interest in Schofield's project. According to a biography of Froude, although the OUP publisher was not demonstrative in his religious views, all his Christian life he was associated with brethren known as exclusive. The exclusive brethren referred to the group of Christian evangelicals that in 1848 split into Plymouth Brethren followed John Nelson Darby. Okay, blah, blah, blah. All right. Had the Schofield Bible never been published, American presidents influenced by Christian Zionism, such as Truman, Johnson, Reagan, and George W. Bush, might have been less sympathetic to I demands and consequently more attentive to U.S. interests. Yeah, they've been infiltrated. American politics and government have been infiltrated by them a long time ago. That's why you had the assassinations. See, Abraham Lincoln got assassinated honestly and truly because of the money system. All right. It wasn't about that. That's why he got assassinated. He got assassinated because he wasn't trying to hand over Americans' money printing power to private hands, those people hands. And it's the same reason why John F. Kennedy got assassinated. All right. It says, moreover, the American people could have been spared the pseudo-Christian rants of John Hagee, Pat Robertson, and the late Jerry Falwell, not to mention the lucrative end times rapture prophecy peddled by Hal Listen and Tim LaHaye. Yeah, Tim LaHaye wrote those little boring-ass books. But it's the people of the Middle East who have been most affected, blah, blah, blah. Lord willing, I put this in the description box. Before I close out, grab this scripture right here. This is Revelation 18. I'm going to start up some. Revelation 18:11. And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore. He's talking about America when they get destroyed, aka Babylon. The merchandise of gold and silver and precious stones and of pearls and of fine linen and purple and silk and scarlet and all fine wood and all manner of vessels of ivory and all manner of vessels of most precious wood and of brass and iron and marble and cinnamon and odors and ointments and frankincense and wine and oil and fine flour and wheat and beasts and sheep and horses and chariots and slaves, because that's all in this place, and souls of men. Yeah. What's the souls of men? All right, look that word up. Psyche. Your psyche. Let's hear it.
Strong's G 5590. Psyche. Psyche.
Oh, well, suke, but psyche in the English, right? The soul, the seat of feelings, desires, affections, aversions, our heart, soul. So basically your mind. Your mind is made merchandise in this place. That's why people buy your information. Your information is traded and sold to other various vendors. That's why you on your phone, you looking at stuff, and then you'll see advertisements for things tailored to you. And now you done wandered off. You done went on a tangent on your phone. All right. And with that, then you're influenced on how to think. Your mind. All right. They influence you and on what to think about certain situations. That's why they have turned Z's into Christian evangelicals. And you won't hear them say nothing about it. Now, every now and again you might. But that's not the majority. That's the minority. So with that, Lord willing, this was the edifying lesson to the hopeful elect. All praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash.